Vinegar is one of the most popular natural cleaners in the world, and for good reason. It's cheap, it cuts grease, and it kills a lot of germs. But here's what nobody tells you. There are things in your home that vinegar will absolutely destroy. And if you've been using it everywhere, like I know a lot of people do, you might be quietly ruining some of the most expensive stuff you own without even realizing it. The reason is simple. Vinegar is an acid, and while that acid is great for cutting through grime and mineral buildup, that same acid eats away at certain surfaces, finishes, and materials, causing damage you often can't undo. So before you spray it on one more thing, you need to know where the line is. Today, I'm counting down 12 things you should never clean with vinegar, why it wrecks each one, and what to use instead. And stick around for number 1 because it's not just about ruining something, it's a safety warning that could actually protect your health. Let's get into it. Number 12, natural stone countertops. Let's start with an expensive one people ruin all the time. If you've got granite, marble, or any natural stone countertop, never clean it with vinegar. That acid reacts with the minerals in the stone and etches it, leaving dull, cloudy spots and rough patches that eat right through the sealed surface. And once stone is etched, you can't just wipe it away. It's permanent damage to a countertop that cost you a fortune. Instead, clean natural stone with a little mild dish soap and warm water, or a cleaner made specifically for stone. It gets the surface just as clean without eating into it, and it keeps that polished finish looking beautiful for years. This goes for stone floors, marble, bathroom vanities, and stone tile too. Anywhere you've got natural stone, keep the vinegar off it. And if you're not sure whether a surface is natural stone or a look-alike, play it safe and treat it like stone until you know, because one etched spot is one too many. Number 11, stone and ceramic tile grout. Vinegar seems like it should be perfect for grimy grout, but it's actually one of the worst things you can use. Grout is porous, and the acid seeps in, eats away at it, and breaks down the sealant that protects it. Over time, that leaves your grout crumbling, pitting, and staining even worse than before. And regrouting a floor or shower is a big, expensive job. Instead, make a paste of baking soda and a little water, scrub it into the grout lines with an old toothbrush, and rinse. It lifts the grime out safely without eating away the grout, so your lines get clean and stay intact. For really stubborn darkened grout, add a little hydrogen peroxide to that baking soda paste, let it sit for a few minutes, then scrub, and it will brighten without the acid damage that vinegar leaves behind. Number 10, hardwood floors. A lot of people mop their wood floors with vinegar and water, and it's slowly wrecking them. The acid eats away at the protective finish, the polyurethane or wax layer that makes your floors shine and shields the wood. Over time, it dulls the finish, leaves streaks, and can let moisture into the wood itself, which leads to warping and damage to a floor that's very expensive to refinish. Instead, use a cleaner made for hardwood floors or just a barely damp microfiber mop with plain water. Your floors come out clean and keep their shine without you stripping away the finish a little more every single time you mop. And here's the key with any wood floor. Never let water pool on it. Wring your mop out until it's just damp, because standing moisture is almost as bad for wood as the acid is. Number 9, electronic screens. If you're spraying a vinegar mix on your TV, laptop, phone, or tablet screen, stop right now. Modern screens have a special anti-glare and oil-resistant coating on them, and vinegar's acid strips that coating right off. Once it's gone, your screen looks cloudy, streaky, and smudges way more easily, and there's no getting that coating back on an expensive device. Instead, turn the screen off and wipe it gently with a dry microfiber cloth, or one just barely dampened with plain water or a cleaner made for screens. It lifts the dust and fingerprints without destroying the coating you paid for. This goes for your car's touchscreen and dashboard display too, along with tablets and e-readers. Basically, any glass screen with a coating on it should never see vinegar. Number 8, rubber seals and gaskets. Here's one that can wreck an appliance. The rubber seals and gaskets on your washing machine, dishwasher, and refrigerator doors are not friends with vinegar. Regularly cleaning them with the acid dries out and breaks down the rubber, making it crack, warp, and eventually leak. And a failed door seal can mean water all over your floor or an appliance that won't run right, which is a costly repair. Instead, wipe those seals down with a little mild soap and warm water and dry them well. It keeps them clean and mold-free without degrading the rubber, so your appliances stay sealed tight and last as long as they should. This is a big one for front-loading washers especially, where people spray vinegar on that door gasket to fight mildew and slowly destroy the very seal that keeps the water in. Mild soap, warm water, and drying it out after each wash is all it needs. Number 7. Cast iron and carbon steel pans. If you've got a cast iron skillet or a carbon steel pan, keep the vinegar far away from it. That acid strips off the seasoning, the natural non-stick layer you've built up over time, and it eats at the bare metal, causing it to rust almost immediately. You'd be undoing months of care in one wash. Instead, clean cast iron with just hot water and a stiff brush, or a little coarse salt as a scrub, then dry it completely and wipe on a thin layer of oil. That keeps the seasoning intact and the pan rust-free, so it keeps getting better with age instead of getting ruined. A well-seasoned cast iron pan can last 100 years and get handed down for generations, but one good soak in vinegar can undo all of that, so it's just not worth the risk. Number 6. Your clothes iron. It's tempting to pour vinegar into your steam iron to descale it, but don't. The acid can damage the internal parts and the special coating on many sole plates and the water tank. Instead of cleaning it, you can corrode the very parts that make it work, and even end up with vinegar spitting onto your clothes. Instead, descale your iron the way the manufacturer recommends, which is usually just distilled water or a descaling product made for irons. And to clean gunk off the sole plate, use a paste of baking soda and water on the cool plate. Your iron keeps working and stops leaving marks without the acid damage. The last thing you want is to ruin a fresh shirt with brown vinegar spots right before you head out the door, so stick to distilled water and you'll never have that problem. Number 5. Anything made of aluminum. Vinegar and aluminum do not mix. If you clean aluminum pots, pans, or fixtures with vinegar, the acid reacts with the metal, causing it to darken, pit, and corrode. It'll leave your shiny aluminum looking dull, stained, and damaged. Instead, wash aluminum with mild dish soap and warm water and dry it well. If you've got tough spots, a gentle non-acidic cleaner or a little baking soda on a damp cloth works. Just don't leave baking soda sitting too long either. The point is, keep the acid off aluminum entirely, and it stays bright and pit-free instead of corroding. Watch out for this on aluminum window frames, patio furniture, and the trim on some appliances too. Not just pots and pans, because that dull, pitted look never fully comes back once the metal is damaged. Number 4. Knives and anything that can rust. All right, we're past the halfway point, and these last 4 are the ones people get wrong the most, all the way to a number 1 that's a genuine safety warning. But first, number 4. Never soak your good kitchen knives or other steel tools in vinegar. The prolonged acid exposure pits and corrodes the steel, dulling the blade and leaving permanent spots and rust on a knife that might have cost you a lot. Instead, wash a good knife by hand with mild soap and warm water, and this is the key part, dry it immediately and completely. Moisture is the enemy of steel, so drying it right away keeps it sharp, shiny, and rust-free for years. The same goes for scissors, garden tools, and anything else with a steel edge. Keep them out of any long acid soak and dry them the moment they're washed. Number 3. Pearls and delicate gemstones. If you're tempted to clean your jewelry with vinegar, be very careful. Pearls, opals, coral, and other soft or porous stones are basically dissolved by acid. Vinegar will eat away the surface of a pearl and destroy its shine permanently, and there's no fixing an heirloom once it's ruined. Instead, clean pearls and delicate stones with nothing more than a soft, slightly damp cloth, wiping them gently and letting them air dry. For the gold or silver setting, stick to a proper jewelry cleaner made for those pieces. Keep the acid away entirely, and your precious jewelry keeps its beauty instead of being dissolved by a cleaning mistake. You'll see people online saying vinegar cleans jewelry, and it might be fine on a plain gold band, but on anything with pearls or soft stones, it's a disaster. So when in doubt, leave the acid in the cupboard. Number 2. Waxed or oiled wood furniture. Vinegar and nice wood furniture are a bad combination. If your table, dresser, or antique has a waxed or oiled finish, the acid cuts right through that protective layer, leaving dull, cloudy spots and stripping the warm sheen off the wood. You end up with damaged, patchy furniture that needs to be refinished. Instead, dust it with a soft, dry cloth and clean it with a proper wood or furniture polish made to feed and protect the finish. For a natural option, a tiny bit of dish soap on a barely damp cloth, dried right away, is far safer than acid. Your furniture keeps its rich, protected glow. This matters most on antiques and heirloom pieces, where the old finish is part of the value, so the last thing you want to do is strip it off with a cleaning spray. All right, before I give you number 1, which is the most important warning on this entire list, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Okay, here we go. Number 1, never mix vinegar with bleach. This one isn't about ruining a surface, it's about protecting your health. So please listen closely, because a lot of people do this without knowing the danger. Never, ever mix vinegar with bleach. If you're cleaning and you think you'll make a stronger cleaner by combining them, or you use one right after the other in the same sink or bucket, here's what happens. The acid in the vinegar reacts with the bleach and releases chlorine gas, a toxic gas that can burn your eyes, your nose, your throat, and your lungs. And in a small, closed room like a bathroom, it can genuinely make you very sick. This is one of the most common dangerous cleaning mistakes people make in their own homes. So the rule is simple. Use bleach on its own, use vinegar on its own, and never combine them or use them back to back in the same space. And while we're at it, don't mix vinegar with hydrogen peroxide in the same container either, because that creates a corrosive acid. When it comes to cleaning chemicals, more is not better, and mixing is not smarter. Keep them separate, keep your windows open when you use bleach, and keep yourself safe. That's the most important thing on this whole list. So there you go. 12 things you should never clean with vinegar, why it wrecks each one, and what to use instead. Now, I want to hear from you. Were you cleaning any of these with vinegar, or is there a never use vinegar on this tip you've learned that I left off the list? Drop it in the comments, because that's how the rest of us learn the good ones. And YouTube thinks you'll like this video right here next, so go check it out, and I'll see you in the next episode.